Hey, what's going on, guys? Flick here, and welcome back to another episode of the Southampton Career Mode. And I want to start off today's video by discussing the poll results from yesterday's episode, where I gave you 3 options about the future of this career mode. We can either continue with Southampton in Season 3, we could go on to accept an offer for a different club in Season 3, or we can start a different career mode save entirely. And the majority of you guys voted that you wanted me to accept a job offer with a different club. So I'm going to show you the teams that we do have available to us right now. Just keep in mind this is subject to change. Some different teams might be interested in us come the end of the season when we might have won the EuroLeague, we might be Premier League champions. Just keep that all in mind. So I'll have a poll later in the career mode save for you guys, and I want to open it up to more of the viewer audience than just those of you that watch the Southampton career mode, if that makes sense. So let's get into the teams. We've got Arsenal, Chelsea, Everton, Liverpool, Manchester City, Manchester United, and Tottenham Hotspur in the Premier League. Some pretty notable teams in there, and I was surprised considering we haven't won a Premier League title yet. And, you know, a lot of these teams actually aren't doing that well in the Premier League this season. But we also have a couple of teams from France in Olympique Lyon and PSG. So a number of options available to us. Again, I'll have a poll option later in the career mode for you guys to decide which club we accept. As for today's episode, we'll start things off with a round of 16 fixture in the EFL Cup. This is an objective item for us, so I'll bring out a strong team for that. And on the 28th, we do have a game against Stoke City at St. Mary's. Getting into November, we'll get into our regular stuff that we do, the squad reports, the training updates, and then end off the episode with the EuroLeague group stage match against AZ. We did match up against Hull City not too long ago in the Premier League. That was the game where Kevin Volland got the perfect hat trick, so maybe he can do it again today. But we have substituted a couple of players into our starting 11. Jay Rodriguez getting the nod at left mid. We do have Nathan Redmond instead of Boufal because he is injured. PA at right back, and lastly, we have Pickford between the sticks. For those of you that didn't tune into the episode where we played Hull City, the way that we opened up the match was getting Hull City on the counterattack. That's my game plan today, and we'll see if we can implement it. It's a good start for us. Rady Bertrand with the takeaway. He'll look to bang this one. And that was a decent effort from our left back looking to go crossbody. I've seen a couple of comments asking me to do so more often, and I'll try to do so as much as I can. Let's win this header. It's Ruben Semedo playing it forward. Myler, though, gets the interception, and Hull City starting from the back. We're applying the pressure and not really letting them get into our area. It's Mbakoni, who's through on goal. We'll need to catch up to him. And all of a sudden, Hull City are on the attack. We get lucky for that one to rocket off the crossbar. And we really should be 1-0 down right now. In the game that we played Hull City, we didn't concede a single shot on target in the first half, or even the game. And it's a different story today. He's got plenty of time to find the right option. Now it's Nathan Redmond. Has a wide open James Ward-Prowse who'll use a fake shot and look to cross this one in. It's Andrew Robertson who gets the block in. Ward-Prowse trying it again to the far post. And it's a goal. I believe that's Ruben Semedo, who is still up on the corner duties. And we end up getting the opening goal in the game. Pretty nice cross by Ward-Prowse and a nice finish by Semedo. Ward-Prowse trying to set up Nathan Redmond. He's going to use a Berba spin to cut this one inside, getting by Robertson, and gets taken out in the process. That will be a penalty kick. Our penalty luck has not been ideal, but we're just going to skip right to it. I don't want to think about this matter too much. I just want to get right into taking the penalty kick and get this over with. If I make it, I make it. If I miss, I miss. And I believe Kevin Volland will be on the duties. 73 penalty kicks is the best one that we have available to us. He'll go off to the right, and we'll start the run up. It's looking pretty decent. And it's saved again. I seriously need to work on my penalty kicks through the training. Go Kovalenko. Playing this one through to Kevin Volland. Has Nathan Redmond as well, who forced the penalty kick a few moments ago. We'll do a similar run of play. Setting this one up to Kovalenko. Outside to Ward-Prowse. He'll fire the shot. And that narrowly clipped off the top of the crossbar. We're getting close to that second goal. And I think it's really only a matter of time. Here's Kovalenko. Playing this one through to Volland. If he can get by this last defender, we can get that second goal. He's looking for Nathan Redmond, who is onside, using some skill dribbling to cut it in. It's Ward-Prowse. Now to Kovalenko, firing the shot. Gets deflected in the process. Ward-Prowse gets taken out. It's just a scramble at this point. Kevin Volland with the final chance of the first half gets cleared away, and it looks like we're going to the break 1-0. Some missed opportunities here and there, but we have been the better side, accumulating 6 shots, 4 on target, and 52% of the possession. No need to make substitutions quite yet. We'll just keep going as things are. Here's Schneiderlin. Playing it back toward Prowse, the center defensive mid, pushing up. And now finding Nathan Redmond. Maybe he can create another penalty kick. He'll sweat this one across. And that ended up being a shot on target. Marshall with the diving effort. And Hull City still only have conceded one. And they're going to keep on hanging into this game unless we can get that second goal. Maybe this will be the chance. Ward Prowse sending up Kovalenko. That's an open Kevin Volland. He'll get it on his left foot. A finesse shot. And how did he miss that? With about 30 minutes left to go, we'll get some changes going, and I'm basing these substitutions purely on player form for today. The players that have missed their chances will be going off, and Kevin Volland missed the penalty kick, partially due to my fault, but we will bring on Sam Gallagher. Alongside him, we'll get Dyer in for Redmond, who missed a couple of chances, and I want to rest up Ward Prowse, make sure he's ready for the next game, so it will be Højbjerg coming on. It's the closing minutes of this game. We're looking to seal it off with a second goal, and we'll play this one short. Over to Bertrand. Let him bang it from outside the 18-yard box. Ends up falling to Højbjerg. If he can just sweat this one across, it could be an effort, and PA blasting that one, but that is the full-time whistle, guys. We got the result today, but I'm pretty disappointed with how we played collectively. Missing a couple of penalty kicks there in the game and a couple of other chances as well. But a result's a result, and we're through to the round of 8 of the FA Cup. Hopefully, in that fixture, we can play a little bit better, because I think we're very lucky today to have gotten the result, only conceding 2 shots on target. So if anything went well, it was our defensive performance, and player ratings wise, it went to James Ward-Prowse with an 8.8 rating. For our next match, we'll shift our attention to the Premier League, and it is a top 4 clash. Stoke City currently sitting 4th, we're sitting 3rd. And if we do want to maintain our shape with Leicester City and Watford, we'll have to win this game. We're also currently the only undefeated team in the Premier League, and I want to keep that objective. Despite bringing out our first team in that EFL Cup fixture against Hull City, our stamina really hasn't been affected. I only had to make one change in our starting 11, Salih Uçan getting the start over Kovalenko at center attacking mid. If my memory serves me right, it was Stoke City that we played on the final match day of Season 1, and we had some late dramatics to draw that game and eventually secure a top 4 position. I'd love if we can get a similar result, if not a win, in this game. And here's former Sandrino. He ends up bagging that one in the back of the net. Fraser Forster, his struggles are largely continuing, and every game I seem to start him, it makes me less confident in his abilities. Let's hope he can turn it around. Schneiderlin. Finding Dusan Tadic, using a fake shot to get by the defender. And this could be dangerous stuff. Maybe even a red card. There it is, 6 minutes into the game. Stoke City up 1-0, and Johnson goes off with the red card. That's going to be a game changer. We just can't seem to get the ball off Stoke City. They'll play it in the middle, and it's the same guy, former Sandrino, gets a second goal for them despite being down to 10 men. And I think that's the only reason we can maybe come back into this game. I'm just hoping the Stoke City defense is less than stellar. Tadic getting around one defender, playing it to Kevin Volland on his left foot. He's going to miss that one. Are you kidding? Right in front of goal as well. Or Prowse to Uçan. Might look to bang this one with a long shot. Instead, we find Kevin Volland looking to go cross-body. He was onside as well, and we just cannot seem to beat Jack Butland. Try to set up Nathan Redmond now. Salih Uçan's asking for it, but Redmond using a Berber spin to cut this one in, trying to find Salih Uçan, and we get another corner kick. I don't know how many we've had, but we'll lob this one in to the penalty marker and see if someone can rise up and get it. It's cleared off the line, and our luck has been unreal right now. Matt Target just looking for a cross from the byline. He'll do so right now. And we had a player go down. Are you kidding me? I wish the best for Salih Uçan, but I think the ref could have given us a little bit of a break and let us continue with that chance. Regardless, though, I guess we'll have to bring on Kovalenko. We don't have many other center attacking mid options available to us. Here are the halftime stats, and I won't be making any changes because we practically just made one, bringing on Kovalenko for Salih Uçan. I'm just hoping the next 45 is a different story. Come on, Ward-Prowse. Finish this one for me. It's 1-2, and we've cut the deficit in half. Of course, it's James Ward-Prowse to do it, and I still feel confident about getting a draw in this game. 2 more changes for us with 20 minutes left to go. We're on the verge of getting that second goal and getting a draw in this game, and I'll be calling upon Jordan Ibe to help get that job done. Nathan Dyer also coming in for Redmond. Here's Schneiderlin. Sending up Kovalenko. Just needs to get by one more Stoke City defender. Playing into the middle. It's a back heel. And Dyer ends up getting the second goal for us. Now we can start thinking about a third. Stoke City are really on the verge of collapsing. and we're looking to get the job done. What a ball. And we might get to that as well. Kovalenko to shoot, and he puts it wide. I cannot believe that was even a ball by Matt Target to split the defenders. And I don't even know what that just was. It's one final chance for us if we want to get this done. We'll take a short corner kick, and Nathan Dyer will dribble this in. Trying to set up a finesse shot or something along that sort. He'll play this one to Kevin Volland. Getting to the byline. This is a great chance. He'll play it in the middle. Someone needs to get on the end of it. Morgan Schneiderlin got a piece of it, but Cameron ends up collecting. That is the full-time whistle. I think we need to take a draw today. We did not convert on enough chances and conceded too many goals to justify a win, even if it was against a 10-man Stoke City side. But we should be able to maintain that third place position, so really not the worst of things today. But looking at the match stats, those are some ridiculous ones, and player ratings wise, it went to Kovalenko with a 9.3. We've reached the start of November, which means it is time for a squad report, and Pickford is now equal on overall with Fraser Forster. As we get into the second half of the season, I think it's fair to say Jordan Pickford has won that starting keeper role. He's just played better. And he's a lot more consistent for us at Southampton. But the rest of our Youth Academy players are growing pretty well. We're still looking to achieve that Youth Academy objective of allowing, I think it's like 10 players to grow by plus 10 points or something along that sort. So we're going to keep on doing that player training for those Youth Academy prospects and allowing them to prosper and eventually working their way into the substitutes, kind of like what we did for Ivan Stepanak, who features every now and then for us when the rest of our players are too tired. But that's it for the squad report. But interestingly enough, Sofiane Boufal is insecure. It's Aguirre who will receive the player training alongside our Youth Academy prospects and Jordan Pickford. Big game for us here against AZ, who have yet to win a game in the EuroLeague group stage, and if we can continue to distance ourselves from Lech Poznan, that'll secure a place in the next round. We have a few players resting up in our starting 11 because I'm not too threatened from AZ. They weren't much of a challenge for us in the previous fixture we played against them, and I'm hoping it's the same today. Here's that AZ starting 11, and if they have anything going right for them, it's that they have their home crowd cheering them on. We know how powerful of a factor that can be. Oh, Kovalenko skipping by the AZ defenders, and he has them beaten for pace. So look to sweat this one in the middle. It's a perfect cross, and Thierry Ambrose takes hold of the deflection, and the diving header right there. That's a contender for goal this season. I don't care how close he was to goal. It's a diving header, and the fact of the matter, that's a great goal. First chance of the game for AZ, it will come from a corner kick, and you can see that big man creeping on the near post. We'll deal with it well, though. We might even be able to get on the counterattack. Kovalenko using his pace, but gets outbodied. Oh, this guy might be on, and it's Weghorst who's through on goal. He'll bang this one, not even testing Jordan Pickford. And he's getting a little bit bored back there because he really hasn't had anything to do. I have to say it's been a pretty decent first half for us. I haven't felt threatened by any of AZ's chances. They did register 3 shots, but none of which were on target. But I want to get that second goal just to be safe. It's been a boring second half so far, and I'll get a couple of changes just to see this match out. I would envision that it will be ending 1-0. But Tadic will be coming off, and we have Jay Rodriguez well rested. We'll get him some play time. Dyer coming in for Nathan Redmond, and we'll get Stepanak in, get his regular action at center defensive mid. Oh, here we go. Thierry Ambrose cutting this inside. He'll sweat it across. Needs to be a finish. And how are we missing these open opportunities? Harrison Reed, I get he's a young player. I get he's a center defensive mid. But in front of goal like that, you need to be finishing those chances. Well, there's full time, and similar to how we played in the EFL Cup, I wasn't too happy with how we played in the full 90 minutes, but we get the result, and that should pretty much establish ourselves in the next round of the EuroLeague. Thierry Ambrose, of course, got the man of the match with the diving header and an 8.4 rating. But guys, that will wrap things up for today's episode of the Southampton Career Mode. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you drop a like down below. Subscribe if you are new to the channel, and if you're interested, you can follow me on my socials. Links to those are in the description down below. But until next time, this has been Flick. I'll be talking to you guys again soon.